Yeah, everybody. Yesterday wasn't the Raiders' best game, but I have 5 positive takeaways from yesterday's game. Now, Derek Carr played one of the worst games I've seen him play as a pro, but what we can expect from Derek Carr is that if that was his worst game in the first game of the season, what happens when we get his best game? We didn't really lose by that much. And I'm not into moral victories, but you can't expect for Derek Carr to not play to the back of his baseball card, so to speak. As you just saw in those numbers, Derek Carr is a good quarterback, and I know that he's going to be able to pull it together against lesser opponents. I mean, the pass rush that we faced yesterday is something that's uncommon in the National Football League, probably the best collection of pass rushers in the league, and I think Derek will play a lot better. Nate Hobbs is a stud as advertised. Now, a lot of people have thought maybe Nate Hobbs should stay in the slot, but playing outside and all over the field and roaming around the field, Nate Hobbs has stepped up to the plate and looks like we have a stud. So that's one thing. Another thing, Davante Adams was a little upset. It looked a little bleak, but you know what? He is as advertised. He is the best receiver in this game. Even with Derek Carr's subpar game, Davante Adams managed to have 10 receptions for 141 yards and a touchdown, and possibly could have had another touchdown had Carr not thrown him. Expect for Davante Adams to do big things in his offense, especially when we're spreading the football around. Now, Josh Jacobs in the running game really didn't get off. They had 13 carries, and I think a positive takeaway from this is that that Josh McDaniels is going to run the football a lot more than that. Another takeaway from yesterday that's a positive one is Waller the baller, Darren Waller, man. He had 4 receptions, but for like 79 yards, man. This guy is an absolute freak of nature, and if we target him more, we'll have a better situation going forward. Another takeaway was Jonathan Abram, man, the much maligned safety. Jonathan Abram has been put in a better situation by Patrick Graham. And Patrick Graham came out, had a defense without a lot of Jonathan Hankins. Now, with some of the injuries that we just faced, you have Rock Ya-Sin as your number 1 corner. But look, the way I see it is Derek Carr will not play this bad again. And things are looking up for the Raiders, man. So if you want to take anything from this, if that's Derek's worst game, I hate to see what happens when he has his best game. Because, man, the Chargers were pulling out all the stops. We were moving the Chargers out of the pocket. Justin Herbert made a lot of off-schedule throws because he's special. But at the end of the day, we forced him into those throws. He wasn't really comfortable. He just made them. And when I look at the way this offense and this team is going to going forward, I think that things for us are going to get a lot better once Carr settles into this offense. He understands what's going on a little better, and he gets more in tune with McDaniel's play calling and what's expected of him in this offense. Now, another caveat is that we played one of the most, high-powered teams in the league, and I think that we held up pretty darn good. And I really believe when it pertains to, the way the defense is going to shape up. Now, we lost a few players on defense yesterday, but the ones that were out there didn't get any sacks, but they will play better. I just believe that Patrick Graham and some of the things he was doing and scheming up and dialing up pressure is going to get to know his personnel a little better, and we're going to get a better result out of this team. And what I see is we have some young players such as Nate Hobbs and Trayvon Marring that are going to pay us dividends. Another great thing that I saw yesterday was the fact that Thayer Mumford and Dylan Parham got a chance to get some live reps and live bullets against guys like Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, because we all know when it comes to the end of the season and when the money's on the table, we're going to need for those guys to be a lot better. And paying the kind of guys that we paid Derek Carr, we paid Davante Adams, the best receiver in football. We've paid Darren Waller, one of the best tight ends in football. We paid Hunter Renfrow, one of the best slots in football. We paid Chandler Jones and Max Crosby in this video up here. There's not a whole lot of money left over to improve this team. And if you want a great offensive line, you got to hope and pray that you draft it right. And we're going to find that out this year. And I got a feeling that we did. And hopefully it bears fruit, and we wind up having a situation where we have a Colton Miller who's been paid. We have a John Simpson who isn't due to be paid yet. We have an Andre James who is a really good young player who has kind of been locked up and he's been paid. We have Dylan Parham in the third month for playing at a high level that won't have to be paid for a few years. And that will really help propel this offense and this team forward. Make no mistake about it. We have a lot of improvements, but these were 5 things that I saw to be happy about and for us to be optimistic about going forward into this season. Hey, guys, if you like what you see in this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to leave some comments up in the comment section of this video. And if you guys have any more questions or you want to talk about this further, talk to me in the comments. I always respond. We go live at 6:30 p.m. EST, 3:30 PST. Raider Nation Unlimited, man. Thank you.